This is Shane Bedingfield coming to you live from Matt Thornberry Country, Clarendon, Texas. I just saw that deal come across the Five about Twitter. Okay, I've been studying a lot of Prouty stuff after the cruise, after Trump said that about Cruz, which is probably the most knowledgeable man around about the CIA and the JFK assassination and other hidden secrets about the government. Okay, first off, the thing about the CIA is this. In Vietnam, they had 608 groups in Vietnam that was already located within the army itself. So, with that being said, that was way back, that was almost 53 years ago. And the CIA's got a hell of a lot bigger now. They're one of those that I've tried everything in the world to get a response to them out of Twitter. And it's basically impossible to get a response out of them. I even tagged them in my blog that got suspended, which was pretty cool. But, with that being said, there's a very good chance. I've never actually seen a picture of the Twitter building. I'm sure they have groups of buildings. They're like Google. They're all over the place with their servers. But it is pretty easy to say that the CIA has already got employees dug in there, and they've been dug in there since the start. I believe Prouty said that some CIA employees are with different agencies for so long that they don't even consider themselves to be part of the CIA, but they're reporting to the CIA. So, with that being said, that entails a lot. That means from day one of Twitter that the CIA has already had somebody dug in there, And I'm sure he or she, or nowadays the transgender, we will phrase the transgender as an it, went in, gave a resume, went through the interview process, got hired on, and with the qualifications being so high, and then made it look like Twitter would be stupid if they didn't hire him, because the CIA already has hired him, which is possibly the most, either that or the NSA is the hardest probably agency to get on board here in the United States. So, with that being said, it's a slam dunk. The it got hired. So, you can look at it like that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. I tell every American to study the past. I'm stealing that from Oliver Stone and JFK. Whenever they had the meeting with, when Kevin Costner had the meeting with the fictional Mr. X, Colonel Prouty was the real Mr. X. You don't have to be that smart to find that out. You can go on YouTube. Actually, you can go under JFK, the movie scenes, and Prouty will start coming up underneath. It ain't that hard to find out. So, I'm looking at Dana Perino now. God, she's hot. She just needs a little bit of breast augmentation. She'd just be off the chain. But, with that being said, the CIA's already has its part in Twitter. Now, granted, whenever you're in that kind of position, I know this from the wrestling business, that when you're in that kind of position, you got to make it look like you're playing along with the game plan, but you're actually taking intelligence back to whoever is paying your bills. or the other part of the other agency paying your bills. So, I mean, right now, to all you people out there on Twitter and on YouTube that I'm broadcasting to, you're looking right now, everything that comes across your phone screen, your TV screen, and your computer screen, there's a good chance that, you're getting a lot of diluted, watered down information. So, I mean, you're looking at a lot of data that you don't know how much it's been tampered with. Look at your Facebook trending stuff. I thought it was sort of funny today that all of a sudden I got on Facebook after I went out to a wind turbine company on I-40 that it was just, I could not believe how much conservative stuff was coming up. Then it came across about Cruz is thinking about getting back into the race. So you're looking at a lot of information that's getting thrown at you so fast. They want you to hit like or retweet so to keep on passing along. I do it at times for hysterical reasons. I got a lot of porn stars on my Twitter deal because it keeps them guessing on what stuff I'm looking at. If the NSA or the CIA is looking on, so they don't know what I'm thinking. I mean, I try mixing in a little bit of NASCAR, a little bit of NBA, a little bit of NFL, a little bit of movies. I mean, it's just that way. It's like that. If they are keeping a spreadsheet on me, that it looks like the Rocky Mountains. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. So that means you're looking at a lot of data coming across there, and God knows who is on the other end. That's the crazy thing about social media nowadays. Nobody really knows. Hell, look at Donald Trump's Twitter account. You know damn good and well he has a PR person that's getting in on there. Donald Trump, I wonder if he actually gets on Twitter himself. I mean, come on. I know that from the country music business. There is no way that he's on all the time. I'd like to know who monitors Twitter's account when you go on actual Twitter's main account on Twitter. That's what I'd like to know. Is that the CEO? Because I know whenever I was on Minds, well, I'm back on Minds right now, that I supposedly had the CEO on my Minds page, and actually talked, we communicated a little bit, but I'd like to actually know how many times the social media CEOs, MySpace, Skype, and them actually monitor their own stuff. I mean, come on. I mean, after a while, it pretty much, anybody knows anything about business, that the business almost drops itself at times. So the CEO's got a lot of spare time. So, like I said, the CIA has had their part in Twitter from day one. They got somebody behind the scenes that they got hired on at Twitter on day one of the company. But the CIA may have one up on the Freemasons because the Freemasons have leaked out too much stuff about themselves. But the Freemasons will never have anything on the CIA. It's impossible to get anything out of the CIA. And, back whenever, I think it was 2009, that, I went to the Brookings Institute talking about, our oil fields, our land oil fields are the most vulnerable piece of let me rephrase this, are the most vulnerable part of the continental United States from a strategic standpoint. I went to the Brookings Institute and said that. The next thing you know, it came out. And it came out on Facebook, Twitter, then I believe it came out on Fox News. But they didn't say the source. So, and and I'll still say that to today. I drove across probably 14 or 15 unused well sites with the old piston type pump, the deal that looks like a seesaw, sitting there unused. But the only problem is there's residual gas left in there, and it can be used, but it takes a lot of work for it to be used. Guys at Halliburton know how to drop a charge down in there and get the well restarted again or unblocked. So you're looking at a lot. Basically, Twitter's got a lot of data coming across there. Right now, this broadcast is coming across there. And I'm telling you right now, it shouldn't be that shocking. And the CIA's already had somebody in there. If the CIA, like I say, if Twitter doesn't want to play along with CIA, well, the CIA's already one step ahead of them. It's not, they've already did their damage control. It's not that big a deal. I mean, come on. I mean, you're looking at CIA, conspiracy theorists, and which I believe is true. There was 8 shots on JFK. They hid the stuff. It was a coup d'etat. Well, you can't do something like that without, and I'm guarantee you the CIA's got a hell of a lot bigger since 1963. They got people all over the place. They're watching. They're probably watching what I'm saying right now, and that's all good. I don't care. I'm an easy guy to find. But the CIA's already got employees in on there in Twitter. Now, I know the 5 girls, which they look good. I'd like to see what they were like in college, especially Kimberly and Dana. So, anyway, there you got my take on it. And I'll be running this all over the place later today. Have a good day.